The papyrus, putting on my table every month. I don't wanna be sad. Don't even try to hide it. No, I don't wanna lose it. And you say how it is, it's so inviting. The papyrus, we're all so alive. The papyrus.
Hello and welcome to the Papyrus TV Nigerian News Digest. The headlines: Ken Okolugbo faces public fury over deleted confession targeting Senator Natasha. Kano government demands federal compensation for cancelled Durbar celebrations. High life music legend buried within 24 hours in line with final wish. Senator Ndume rejects Tinubu 2027 endorsement, warns against false security. Arewa Consultative Forum condemns budgetary profligacy over streetlight costs. NYSC announces orientation for Batch A Stream 2, issues security guidelines. Now the details. The Action Collective, AC, has demanded accountability from Mr. Ken Okolugbo, communication advisor to Senate President Godswill Akpabio, following a now-deleted post on his verified X account, in which he admitted to being a part of a conspiracy to defame Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. The post, which was live for over an hour, contained a detailed and emotionally charged confession involving secret meetings in London with Sandra Duru and a plan to digitally clone Senator Natasha's voice for manipulation. The message concluded with an apology and stellar wishes before being deleted. In a follow-up, Okolugbo claimed his account was hacked, a claim that the Action Collective finds implausible. In a statement signed by National Coordinator Mr. Teddy Onyejuwe, the group questioned how a hacked account could be reclaimed so quickly and why the confession stayed online for such a long period. Denial is not enough. Nigerians need more than vague excuses, Onyejuwe said. He further alleged that Okolugbo may have been forced to retract the post due to political pressure, calling on him to stand by his words and move on with integrity. The group also condemned the increasing trend of using cybersecurity claims to dodge responsibility, warning that such behavior erodes public trust. They reaffirmed support for Senator Natasha and called for a full investigation. The truth must not be buried under political pressure or digital excuses, the statement concluded. Continuing, the Kano state government has demanded reparations from the federal government for the cancellation of the annual Durbar celebrations for 2 consecutive years, citing heavy economic losses. Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Alhaji Tajo Uthman, made this demand during the Salah homage by Emir Muhammadu Sanusi II at the Government House. Uthman argued that the Durbar, beyond its cultural significance, was a major economic catalyst, generating revenue for hospitality, transportation, food vendors, artisans, and traders. Even shoe shiners and gurasa sellers made income, he said, lamenting that budgetary projections tied to the Durbar have now created deficits. The state blamed the ongoing emirship crisis and police-imposed bans dating back to 2014 for the repeated cancellations. Uthman urged the federal government to cover the resultant financial shortfall, stressing that the Durbar was more than a spectacle, it was an economic pillar for Kano State. Meanwhile, the federal government has declared Thursday, June 12, 2025, a public holiday in celebration of Nigeria's Democracy Day. Minister of Interior Olubunmi Tunjojo, in a statement released via the ministry's permanent secretary, Magdalene Ajani, congratulated Nigerians for 26 years of uninterrupted democratic rule. June 12 represents our historic journey to building a nation where truth and justice reign, the minister said, highlighting the commitment of the Renewed Hope administration to democratic values and citizen-led governance. The government also acknowledged the need for continuous improvements in democratic institutions and practices. In another development, the family of Nigerian high-life music legend Mike Ejeagha has revealed that the 95-year-old icon was buried within 24 hours of his death in accordance with his strict final instructions. Ejeagha died on Friday night, June 6, 2025, after a long illness and was laid to rest the next morning at his ancestral home in Umuagba, Imeziowa, Enugu State. His eldest son, Emmanuel Ejeagha, explained that the musician forbade embalming and asked that his body be buried within a day of passing. Family members, community elders, and Enugu State authorities, including Governor Peter Mba, were consulted and all agreed to honor the request. A full funeral ceremony is expected to be announced soon. Mike Ejeagha, born in 1930, spent over 60 years preserving Igbo folklore through music. His songs were rich in proverbs, idioms, and ancestral wisdom, earning him recognition as a custodian of oral tradition. Moving on, Senator Mohammed Ali Ndume has publicly rejected the endorsement of President Bola Tinubu for a second term in 2027, expressing concern over the country's worsening economic and security conditions. Ndume said he left a recent event at the presidential villa where 22 APC governors endorsed Tinubu because it was not the purpose of his attendance. Ndume likened the endorsement to the failed re-election bid of former President Goodluck Jonathan, who also enjoyed broad party support but lost to Muhammadu Buhari in 2015. Nigerians cannot see any hope. They are doubting the renewed hope, Ndume said. He warned the ruling party to stop focusing on early campaign maneuvers and instead address inflation, insecurity, and public discontent. Furthermore, the Arewa Consultative Forum (ACF) has strongly criticized what it termed reckless profligacy in the 2025 federal budget, particularly pointing to the over 260 million naira allocated for street lights. In a statement by National Publicity Secretary Professor Tukur Muhammad Baba, the group said the lack of denial from the government only confirmed public officials' insensitivity to citizens' hardships. The ACF accused the government of ignoring existential crises like hunger, poor education, unemployment, and insecurity, while diverting attention to premature re-election campaigns and political defections. It described the situation as symptomatic of a deeper political malaise and warned of growing public disillusionment. The forum reiterated its support for security agencies but called for urgent public policy reforms based on transparency and accountability. Conclusively, the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has announced that the 2025 Batch A Stream 2 orientation course will begin nationwide on Wednesday, June 11. In a comprehensive briefing, the NYSC emphasized the importance of traveling only via approved transport companies and avoiding night travel. Stranded Corps members are advised to seek help from military or police posts. At registration, Corps members must present their original call-up letters, academic certificates, valid student ID cards, and medical fitness certificates stamped by the Nigerian Medical Association. Additional documents are required for graduates of polytechnics and regulated professions. Special provision has been made for married women and nursing mothers posted outside their husbands' states of residence. They may report to the nearest camp, provided they submit marriage certificates and evidence of their husband's residence. The NYSC warned that participation with false documents would lead to arrest and prosecution. The agency described the orientation as a crucial stage in building unity and national integration.
The papyrus.